All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And we have a fourth. Yay.
In closed session, we are going to deny the claim for injury. I guess it's 09/13/2022. And on expulsion, student expulsion hearing, 16/22/23, action for consideration of violation of Education Code 48900A1, 48900A2, 48900I, and in addition, 48915B1, stating that due to the nature of the violation, other means of correction are not feasible or have repeatedly failed to be without proper conduct. I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
To expel the student and not to, and expel the expulsion order. And Vince, let's second it. All in favor?
Aye.
The ayes. The recording of this meeting is being made and shall be kept for 30 days as public record. Please stand for the pledge of allegiance. John, would you lead us?
Ready, begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, John. Roll call. I am here. Sunny is here. Dwayne Moore is absent. Bob Insolette is here. Jim Bender is absent. Miss Alexi is here. Need a motion for the agenda?
So moved.
Second?
Moved by Vince Lutz, seconded by Hepburn. All in favor?
Aye.
Get that voice up.
We're gonna put a microphone in front of you. You know that.
Robotics presentation. Mr. Dan? Tom?
It's Claire Hayden. It's
What?
hi. Claire.
You're up. Claire.
Okay. Good evening, board members. I am Pluto Haven, right there. I'm the vice president of the RHS robotics team, known as Circuit Servants. Our robotics team is part of First Inspires, an organization dedicated to getting kids into the STEM program, into the world of STEM. Every year, we build a robot around a set of criteria provided to us by First Inspires. This can be things such as climbing monkey bars, scoring goals, shooting basketballs, things like that. The first half of our year is geared towards skill improvement and outreach. During this time, we go to and host off-season events such as the air show we recently attended on Edwards Air Force Base and the robotics homecoming we hosted for the AV teams to begin our new year today. We also work to garner support from sponsorships. We recently got donations from NASA and Lockheed Martin with over $22,000. So we're doing pretty good so far. The second half of our year, starting January 7th with kickoff, is when we build, maintain, and compete with our robot. So this year's competitions that we will be participating in are the Ventura Regionals, March 9th through 12th, the Aerospace Valley Regionals, March 29th through April 1st, and hopefully World Championships in Houston, Texas on April 19th through the 22nd. I'm proud to say that our team's hard work and dedication has paid off in this last year. We placed 9th place out of 35 different teams in our most recent regional. Of course, we couldn't have done this without the help of our mentors and advisors. These mentors and advisors guide us as we learn our sub-team skills. Our sub-teams, CAD, manufacturing, programming, electronics, and media, all play a really big role in our robotics process. So it's important that we get the proper training on the skills required for them. We all work together, not only to make the best robot possible, but to have the best team possible. CAD. In our eyes, this club isn't simply an after-school club. We're a family. We care about each other and we push each other to do our absolute best at every possible moment. We're ecstatic when we win rounds and devastated when we lose them. That's kind of the beauty of it all. Our hardships knit us tightly. Pushing us as a team and forming bonds that will last a lifetime. We thank you for your support you've given us thus far, and we hope that with the continued support, that we will be able to spread our experiences further to many other people in a ripple effect that will last generations beyond us. Thank you for your time. And now we're going to demonstrate the robot because that's kind of the coolest part of this all. Our driver, AJ.
I should notice that in the front row.
We found your targets. Push out the
Yeah.
targets.
So we are radio operating right now, which means that we don't have any plugs connected to this. And our radio has a certain range. There is an orange light, yes. Our radio is on this side. It just lets us power the robot and move it around. We kind of dropped it when we walked in, so ideally it would work. It got caught in the door, so we had to move it. It's fine. Is it working? It's the same thing that happened at the air show. It'll be fine. Oh, just needs to restart. Yeah, it's just to restart. It's
got stick.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to cycle the power, restart it. We have to use new Roborios, and every team thinks they suck.
Pluto, you can do it, Pluto.
Sniper. Pet it, go pet it.
Watch out for the hookup there.
And the hooks come from Patrick.
Those hooks were what we used to climb the monkey bars this last year.
Oh.
We climbed up like a row of bars that led up. I believe the highest one was over 8 feet high, and we climbed all the way to that one consistently, which is really good.
I like a ladder.
A very slanted ladder, yes. The first one started at a little over 5 feet, so a little less than my height. And we started at the middle one because those bars can climb up really high. And we're on. It's not gonna get you. We love how robots hate carpet.
Don't look it in the eye.
It's right there.
How'd you get that thing?
Grab him with the hand.
You're disabled. That thing.
Shake hands, Patrick.
It really does not like the carpet.
I think it lost the little.
I lost something.
That's
That was Mr. Holmes.
Yeah, we always find
The tooth.
I don't know where it came off of. Probably one of these, honestly. These are the bumpers.
It's just an extra piece.
These are the bumpers. They help us so that we don't kill the other robots.
What?
I thought you walked there.
No, this is not BattleBots.
Ah.
We don't play BattleBots.
I'll see.
That
Do you
would be
guys know
really
Project
cool.
Leapaway?
Yes.
So remember how we used to build small robots that would like go into sensitive areas and
Yes.
collect things? This is kind of a really big version of that. We just solve manufactured problems against other teams who are trying to solve them better and faster. Okay, I'm gonna move this now. I have to get this back into the room.
Good job, guys.
Like I said, no, we'd like to see everything that everybody's doing, and we don't want you to get nervous up there. You can talk to us. You know, it's just like having to be out in the backyard trying to explain this thing. Same thing with Mario, same thing with Sunny, the rest of the board. But that's what we want to see from everybody. We've talked to Mr. D, and he understands, and I know there was some reluctancy for some of you to come to these things, but don't be reluctant. Because you're gonna have to speak out in front of audiences and other folks at other venues. No different than coming talk to us. And we do appreciate it, and we will support you, definitely.
Thank you.
By the way, a quick question, is Dave Rodchuk still with you guys?
Yes.
Okay.
I think you might have seen him on the thing. Dave Voracek, Jason Lechniak, and Bhutan are our mentors and advisors. Mr. Tan is the advisor. And then we also have Miss Basher with us.
Hello.
She's one of our advisors as well. And Miss Basilio, one of the new math teachers, is working with us too.
Fantastic. That's good, you get that support. To let you know, Mr. Barachuk, myself, are football officials, and we are rivals.
I
So-
remember from last year.
And so we have a lot of fun together. We pick on each other all the time, so. If I pick on him, I ask you to pick on him today. Have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us.
Next time we
Good
can
Nice job, sir.
It's
the win.
I saw a video of it from the.
Yeah. We also stream all of the competitions get streamed on Twitch with First Inspires. So if you guys ever want to watch one, you have the dates.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, well, that's what Dave is.
Oh, it's so much better.
It's gotta get down here.
It won't break. It didn't break the first time.
Can't do that. RTA report.
All right. Well, some good news. RTA has finished up negotiations with the district last Wednesday and literally just signed the tentative agreement with Mrs. Gaines just hours ago. Next, our membership will be voting on the tentative agreement when we return from Thanksgiving break on Monday and Tuesday. We're hoping that we will have the ratification by November 30th so that we can put it before the board at the first meeting in December. Thanks to the district's negotiation team and the members of the RTA team, with a special thank you to Tammy Stark and Sherry Titus, the co-chairs and leaders of our negotiations team. With the upcoming Thanksgiving break, we teachers will get a much-needed break. Thanks to all teachers for working hard and giving his or her all each day to help their students. Thanks.
Do we have any good CSE? I don't see anything. That's right, your transportation.
You want to do a transportation report?
We're still rolling, we're good.
Tires
We're getting
on
a
the
much
ground,
needed
right?
break next week too.
Ms. Finch.
Good evening, everyone. Winter sports are in full swing right now. Both soccer teams, including JV and varsity, for both boys and girls, had their first games yesterday. I know that softball and baseball have started conditioning. Drama has their play going on today through Saturday, starting at 7 p.m. And we also had our blood drive Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday, so yesterday. We had over 50 donors. and we'll have another one in March.
And how are the teams doing?
Boys won and the girls JV won, but the varsity lost.
And you're playing this year?
Mhm.
Making sure.
You better be.
Ooh.
CBO report, Mr. Irving.
All right. On the consent item, there's a couple things. Item E is the camera for the athletics that we talked about I talked about at the last board meeting. Also, in the consent items is a additional order for prime painting to do the transportation buildings, the office and the break room, to have those painted to match district office, as well as additional lettering for the high school to identify building Q.
The color was bright orange or bright yellow, right?
Yes, yeah, we wanted it to match the buses.
Miss Casey's face.
We didn't get that? No. It's okay, I just bought a fancy sprayer.
Oh my God.
I remember we talked about that last week.
It'll look nice. It'll look
Additionally, the district has received design and drawing funds for the universal preschool classrooms slated to be modernized for the east campus of RES. So that's exciting that we can start to make progress with the architects on that. This week, the district is distributing COVID tests for families for Thanksgiving. For CDPA's recommendation, it is not a mandate or anything from the district to do this. We're giving families an opportunity if they want to use them. We have them for free as opposed to needing to buy them from Rite Aid or anything. So totally at family's discretion on if they use them or not, but we do have them available. Everyone have a wonderful and safe holiday break, since we won't be back until after Thanksgiving.
Mr. Irving, on that broadcasting program that we talked about, there's on page 23 of that contract, it says exclusive broadcasting school or non-exclusive. Can we opt for which one we want done? Because I don't want them to have exclusive rights to all the film. I want, if one of the news programs wants to be able to film our school or our games, I want them to be able to do that. I also want to be able to make sure that if we record our own stuff, we don't get in hot water with them over their exclusive contract.
Okay.
The only difference is, Mario's, if we go exclusive, it's 20% of the revenue, and non-exclusive is 10. I'd rather go with a non.
I just don't see us get tied down with an exclusive.
No, I don't either. I don't either. I have to agree with you.
So is that still the option on this contract?
Yes. Yeah.
Say, because it isn't.
No, it's in there. It states it exactly what it is. It's just, our cut is less, that's all.
Okay, thank you. Assistant Superintendent of Instruction and Curriculum, Ms. Lacy.
Sorry, I don't have much.
Make it short and sweet.
I'm going to. We're starting to do training for our iReady pilot, which is an assessment platform we're looking at. It also has a lot of teacher tools for instruction for kids, individualize their instruction for them. I just want to encourage all teachers to participate in that. It's for just our K-5 kiddos, where we're doing the pilot. We really want to get as much feedback as possible. We can have as many teachers as would like to participate. It looks like it's going to be a really amazing program and do a lot of great things for our kids. So the more teachers we have pilot, the better. So any teachers that are listening, or if you want to put out like a little bit of something, we would really love to have that happen. Also, I'd like to encourage our teachers, if they can, the last Friday of winter break, we do have a training that's part of the consent items today, one of the contracts. Some from Solution Tree, some professional learning community training. And they're just the top of the line company that first came out with, helped to publish and first come up with professional learning communities and putting it out there. So it just would be a great training to get all of our teachers to have the same understanding of what PLCs are all about, that same common language and information. So as many teachers as we can get set up for that would be also amazing. And that's it for me tonight. I would like to thank all of our employees for all of the efforts that they do for us and for our students, and wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving and a much deserved restful break.
Thank you. Associate Superintendent, Human Resources, Ms. Hargis.
Good evening, thanks for everybody for coming. Again, over in HR, we're busy just, trying to fill some of our spots that we still have available. We have some classified special paraeducators. That's a need that we always have. So, just if you have anybody that is, looking for some positions, you can send them our way. And that's it. But I do want to wish everybody a very happy Thanksgiving and have a great time off.
Thank you. Superintendent Gaines.
I want to say good evening to everyone who's joining us this evening, and also those of you who are here in person. It's so nice to see a crowd of people. John. Was a long few months, that journey in negotiations, but I have to say it was one of the more pleasant ones I've ever had the pleasure of participating in. And I think Robert and Mrs. Hargis would agree with me that kudos to the RTA team who was selected to negotiate with us, and hopefully it will pass and we'll be able to move on and have some break between now and the next negotiations. But thank you for the whole team. Very, very nicely done. I also want to say that I am very excited to announce that Assemblyman Tom Lackey, who we probably all know in this area, has been an assemblyman for I don't know how many years, a long time. He had an art contest, and of course, we had first place winner, we just did. And so Natalie McMillan, are you here, Natalie? She's not here. Oh, mom and dad are here. Okay. Natalie took first place.
Awesome.
And this is her artwork. If I understand correctly, and mom and dad, please feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Currently, this artwork is in Mr. Lackey's office and will then travel to the state capitol. He's not going to return it real soon. It's going to be displayed in state capitol for a month or so, and then it'll work its way back to hopefully the walls in here for a while, if Natalie will indulge me to be able to display it in here. So this is her self-portrait, and as you can see, this was the first place winner in the contest. So we're very, very proud of Natalie. We also had an honorable mention. Natalie Caballero. Is Natalie here? Natalie? Yes, and this was Natalie's artwork. Natalie, I'm a little bit familiar. Is this a perspective drawing? Yes, it's very nice, very nicely done.
Yes.
And of course, your artwork is also with Mr. Lackey, right? Yeah, he took all three. We had 3 winners, he took them all. So that guy has no shame. And we also had a 3rd winner, but I don't have that artwork, but I will get, here's a picture of all of them with all the winners from, I think this contest was all over Kern County, his area, and also LA County.
Yes.
So there was a lot of competition. We also had Ashley Silman was the Assemblyman's choice, but she could not be here this evening because she's actually performing in Alice in Wonderland, the play, over at the high school. So we need to have, we want to make sure that Natalie McMillan and also Ashley are here to hopefully, when we can get all their artwork here, we can bring all three gals here and you can, we can display them here. But very excited that we had the winners, and I'm sure they received very nice certificates, as you can see from the Assemblyman. He has quite a smile on his face. So yeah, that was great news. So please thank your daughter and congratulate her on behalf of the school district and the Board of Trustees. Outstanding, and congratulations to you as well. It's wonderful. We have, as you can see in this boardroom, I'm always amazed. This artwork here is from Roseman Elementary, the younger kids in Roseman Elementary. So we have many, many artistic and talented students in Southern Kern, and it makes me very happy. I'm happy on one side because we now, in the last election, it passed in the state that there's going to be funding for more visual and performing arts. It just means I have to write another grant. The money is there. You won't give it to me until we write the grant. But I think when we talk about the whole child, which is part of the vision of this board, it has been for many years, you have to talk about the arts, because for many of the kids, the music, the visual, the dance, the theater, and the just being able to have that as part of their everyday school life is very important. So awesome. Keep up the great work. You can bring me any kind of artwork you want. I'll put it out. No problem.
She does, including in her office.
I do. I have all kinds of, I love to display the art. So, yes, we'll have to thank Assemblyman Lackey for that. I also wanted to just announce again, even though Miss Lexi already told you, that we have the real story on Alice in Wonderland starting this evening, and it runs through Saturday night at 7:00. And I believe that's $5 for students and $10 for the adults who would like to attend that. So that is in our Roseman High School Black Box Theater. So please come out and support our drama department. And let's see, I also want to say to all of our staff members, all of our students and their families, have a wonderful holiday. I know everybody's looking forward to having those 5 days off and maybe dabbing in a little cooking. So I wish everybody a wonderful holiday.
Board members, Sunny.
I'm up first. Hello, happy Wednesday. I am also looking forward to a nice Thanksgiving break, 9 days, like Mr. Holmes said. And I know your daughter's not here, but you are. But talent, like, just keep going, girl. Like, that was beautiful. And so were your daughters. Like, just encourage that, feed that, and then we can say we knew them when, you know. Oh my gosh, we saw them. They got awards, and now they're going places. Thank you guys for all being here. I'm glad that we're working it out and we're moving towards the end. Yes. So that's a beautiful thing. That's all I have to say today. Thank you.
Well, thank you, everybody, for coming, and we'll appreciate it. Congratulations to the winners. And Mr. Lackey, when he was out here last, came up to me and said, here's some brochures, get the kids to apply. And thank you for getting me off the hook with Mr. Lackey. So he's really a great guy, a great leader for us. He does a lot. Couple things is that we had our second security and safety meeting, and Yeah, thanks for coming because you saw a lot what I was explaining to you. As we explained, everything is on the table until it's not. We had at the previous, I think, board meeting, we talked about radios. We found a better alternative. So we will be looking at that, and that's thanks to our couple of IT guys that we need the positive feedback on. And we are just really pushing hard to make sure our campuses are safe and that we have the resources to keep them safe. And a couple of items I've been mentioning to Mrs. Gaines. We are in Region 9 of FEMA, and I have found out that we can get our computer systems, our IT systems, have a review by Department of Homeland Security. I'm trying to get more information so that we can apply for that if we so desire. But it is out there, and based on what happened at Los Angeles Unified, I want to make sure that we are safe in that as well. So, and have good holiday, Turkey Day, and enjoy the time off. That's all I have.
Thanks, everybody, for coming, and congratulations on your great awards for your artwork. Never give up on your dreams. I actually have a cousin who is actually doing his first art show next month. He was always a good or I can't call him an artist back then. He would scribble a lot. And he just found it kind of interesting. Well, his travel through life, he went bull riding for quite a few years and then got hurt, and then he went to a normal job. And he kept playing around with his art. He is an amazing artist. He has been selling a lot of his art lately, and he's having his very first really big art show next month. So you can do it. It's there. Yeah, don't give up on that. And yes, I know you're all looking forward to that week off. The rest of us have to put your back on, but my boss will give me Thursday off.
That's good.
Yeah, she said I had to cook that day though. I don't know.
You're in trouble. I get out of it this year.
No, I got to help her cook. Okay, do we have any comments from the public?
No.
Okay. Consent items, A through G. Does anybody have any questions other than the one I threw out there?
No. I think we answered that one that you threw out.
Okay.
So I'll motion that we accept the consent items.
Got a motion by Vincelette,
I will second it.
seconded by Hepburn. All in favor?
Aye.
Now, can you tell me something about C? I'm supposed to read it.
Doesn't mean I always understand it.
Oh. Okay.
Third reading approvals.
There it is. This is the third reading and approval of board policies. Ms. Gaines, is there anything here that we have not heard about prior?
No, sir. On the night of the first reading, some of the board members had questions, and I explained. I don't know if
I remember.
you remember or if you.
And I read the,
So this is your third reading and
approval.
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 Ms. Hepburn, do you want to make a motion on that,
I would like to make a motion to approve.
since you were on the committee? Seconded by
I'm trying to get you to do it. Come on, you can. No?
I second.
Okay, thank you.
Seconded by Ms. Finch.
Yes.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
3 ayes, 2 absent. Yay on the student vote. Approved modification of board policy 6174 for education for English language learners.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay.
One of the findings that we had from the federal program review was that they wanted us to update the board policy for educating English learners. Although our policy was the latest policy, according to CSBA, the FPM wanted us to update it with some additional information. So we did that, and this is not only for your review this evening, but it needs to be for your approval. So the areas that were added are highlighted for you in yellow for you to just making sure that we do all the necessary mandated educational programs, et cetera, providing not only the intervention for the students in all the classrooms, but also having a designated period for those students who are at the secondary level at Tropico and at the high school, which we do. All of our English learners are in an ELD class.
Okay.
So basically, this board policy just updates what the FPM wanted us to add.
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Motion by Hepburn, seconded by Vincelette. All in favor?
Aye.
3 ayes, 2 absent. Ms. Finch. Accept the southern section of California Interscholastic Federation approval of girls' high school flag football as an official sport for the 23-24 school year.
I think she's gonna defer that to me.
I will gladly defer that to you.
I learned that the CIF, state CIF is now approved, and that flag football for the girls, to play flag football at varsity level, just like the boys play the tackle football. And I brought it up because there are already districts that are approving getting this done. And I would not like to see us get behind. I know during Powder Puff, when I talked to the captains, the seniors were a little disappointed, but the juniors were all for it. So what we're doing here is approving the sport for our schools and hopefully start looking for a coach for that. Whether or not we'll be able to play next year, we don't know because we don't have the, all you need is flags.
Okay, so we have that.
We have those, but we're probably gonna have to buy more because depending on if we go varsity and junior varsity, everybody's gonna have to.
Gonna need a lot of flags.
You're gonna need some flags.
Lexi, do you think we'll have a full
And
day?
I don't know. What do you think? You're out there, your ears to the ground.
You'll probably get them.
Usually, they're excited about it. And a lot of it, there's some videos on, I think John has got a video.
Is it gonna be a 11-man or?
It'll be like
Woman.
women.
Oh, excuse me.
11 person. So I definitely think we need to approve and start moving forward.
Okay.
And I'll go ahead and I'm gonna ask Ms. Finch to name the student to motion.
Motion.
Motion by Ms.
I'm
Finch,
going to second it.
seconded by Vincelette. All in favor?
Aye.
3 ayes, 2 absent.
Now you can go back and report.
Award the bid for the new marquees at West Park Elementary to Quill School Signs. Mr. Irving.
Alrighty, so as part of the district's SR3 plan and approved by the CDE, we have updated marquees. We've done the high school, all dead. Tropico is a work in progress. And this bid is to replace the marquee for West Park Elementary. It'll be a similar style and design as what the high school's is, just, a couple feet from its current place. As far as bids go, there was only one bidder for the project. Quill School signs, that same folks that have done the other signs. So it's a pre-DSA, or it's a design that's already DSA approved, so it, as per our bid requirement, so that we don't have to, spend 6 months waiting for DSA to give the yay or nay on it.
Make a motion to approve.
Motion by Hepburn,
I'll second.
second by Nicolette. All in favor?
Aye.
3 ayes. Gotcha. Approve the following list of personnel items. Is there anything on there that anybody has any question about?
Can I ask what's a 39-month, or like the 39-month rehire, is it just like temporary, or what does that mean?
So it's when people have exhausted, maybe they've been out for a medical reason or whatever, and they've kind of come to that end of that time frame. So then they go on the 39-month rehire. So anytime we have a position that they would be qualified for within that time frame, we offer it to them first.
I'll move, we accept.
Motion by Nicolette,
Second?
second by Hepburn. All in favor?
Aye.
3 ayes. You ask them?
I motion to adjourn. Second.
Motion by Finch, second by Hepburn. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 3.
Yeah, I can eat that.
We're done.